afternoon and welcome inside the Valley Health and Wellness Center here in Port Colborne as we continue our live coverage for game number 4 of this Friday slate schedule for the 2024 National Para-Hockey Championships. I'm Noel Vogel, he's Christian Simmons, and we saw this earlier today. There's going to be a little ceremony down at the ice. We'll send it down to ice level as we hear a few words down there. So, number 97 for Alberta, Micah Kovacevic, the Team Canada player. And we talked about this earlier when we talked with Coach Harrington. Team Canada took down the United States for the first time in the last 4 years in the World Championships last weekend. A huge win for the nation in para-hockey. And he was a big part of that team, and he comes out captaining Team Alberta for their second game of the tournament as they take on Team British Columbia. Both teams haven't won a game yet, Christian, but looking for the first one today as we send it down to ice level, moments away from the opening face-off. And Christian, Alberta, a bit of a weird schedule. They played early yesterday morning, the 9 a.m. game, and haven't played since. Can that possibly tune them up better for this game, or maybe worse?
It can be a little bit of both, Noah. That's an interesting point that you bring up. They could be a little bit more rested than some of the other teams in the tournament this weekend, given that they haven't played since yesterday morning. But a little bit of rust could also need to be shaken off here as they get ready to drop the puck at 3:30 p.m. this afternoon. That's a huge gap, and we're hoping for their sake that their wheels are turning as we get the puck dropped here at the Vale Health and Wellness Center.
So first game for both of these teams on this Friday afternoon, and a huge hit to start this game off as Sisson runs into the boards. And early on, Kovacevic, the captain, trying to get a shot on goal. That one blocked in front. A great get there from Labrosse. And that one scooped it on goal, deflected out in front of the crease, and some early pressure here from Team Alberta. BC trying to break out now. Sorry, Christian.
Oh, excuse me, Noah. The two Team Canada players, Alana Ma and Michael Kovacevic, making their presence known early here as they're developing some zone time presence with two great shots and really testing Mitchell Garrett early in this one, and he's up to the task on both of those.
Here's a sink on the near side, trying to wait for some help, and still able to keep that puck. Will float it into the corner, and Hillman will go in after it. Losing a stick, trying to get that puck back to the point, and Pellizzari came in trying to collect that one, and now some speed through the neutral zone. Ma trying to leave it for Bullchild. And he's going to take a hit and get that puck across the blue line. Stuck there fighting against Titmarsh. And Rivard will pick up the puck in his own zone for BC. He loses out to Ma. And she'll fire it up to Spong on the far side, trying to get that one in front, and gloved down by the BC netminder, Mitchell Garrett, who we talked over and over about yesterday in that game for British Columbia against Quebec, where they ended up losing 4-0. Not at all to the fault of Mitchell Garrett. He made so many saves in that game and really kept them in that matchup for the first 2 periods. And BC still looking for some offense in this tournament. Only scored 1 goal in that game that they kept close against Team Ontario in their first one yesterday. And now now trying to start off strong in this one. That's going to be sent down and just out of the reach. Trying to reach it was Ben Mapes. It's going to go all the way down. Icing waved off as BC beats out the icing call. Now behind the goal line, trying to get it back to the point. They do. It's Titmarsh. Trying to weave his way in. Cross-ice pass just out of the reach of Mapes on the far side dot. Sisson knocked off the puck. And it'll squirt just in a good area for Rivard, who picks it up in the offensive zone. He'll have to circle back and find Pellizzari. The lone goal scorer for BC in this tournament. And already some bodies flying, some contact. Physical early in this first period. Rivard on the far side hash, gonna try to get a shot on straight on. And a good save in front. That was Tyson Reifeld in net for Alberta. Down on the ice, that pass turned over. Rose picks it up. Knocked into the boards by Pellizzari. And some offensive zone possession here. Hurst gets stripped to the puck and picks it up again in a dangerous area. It's going to flip in on goal and covered by Reitveld for a face-off. So some early offensive chances for BC, Christian, and they're looking a little more lively in this first.
They are looking a lot more lively. That first couple of minutes, they were a little bit on their heels. Team Alberta really tested Mitchell Garrett, getting that puck deep, and some World Juniors, World Championship Team Canada players really getting in the grill of that Team British Columbia defense, and they bring it right back with some strong cycle play down low. They make strong efforts to bring the puck up to the point and get that on the net hard, and Reitveld challenged early on here. Both goaltenders have stood strong to that task, excuse me.
So face-off one, and now tied up on the dot. Patrick Asink picks it up in the slot area. He's knocked off of it. Nipper got a piece of his stick. Trying to get it in off the end boards, and Kovacevic now trying to wind his way through his own zone. He'll turn it over, and shot on blocked by Spong in front. Now a chance for Alberta to go the other way. That denied that time by Xander Hartley, and a sink knocked into the boards. Gotta fire that one in on goal behind the blue line. A shot on Reitveld, and he steers it aside. Strong challenge there in the corner, but Kovacevic able to get past Hartley. Here he is, coming through the neutral zone with speed, trying to get some room on the right side. Shot gloved down by Garrett. A great save on the near side. A collision behind the net, and Kovacevic loses out. He'll lay a body on Patrick Asinic. And the puck will come to the near side. Sisson able to keep it in the offensive zone. Has Kovacevic in front, can't quite reach it. Nippard can't keep it in, and Rose will have to reset for Alberta.
Just a strong shift there from Micah Kovacevic. Lots of speed through the neutral zone. He makes a couple of great moves at the blue line, cuts through the dots, and puts a nice one on net. Mitchell Garrett, fantastic to make that save, but really shows you the speed of Micah Kovacevic, our honored para-hockey athlete here at the beginning of this game. He's definitely shown up early in this one and giving Team Alberta a chance to put one on the board early. Sorry, no, go ahead.
No worries, Christian, as the sink turns that puck over and will get dumped in deep by Molnar. And thrown back into the neutral zone, and we're gonna get a whistle. Too many men call on Team BC, I believe, as they're pointing to the British Columbia bench. So gonna go off to serve the penalty for BC is Andy Labros, as just caught on a bad change. That puck got rung around and hit one of the sleds of the players coming off. And so our first power play is going to go to Team Alberta. So coming out for the draw is Jordan Bullchild, and he'll win it back to his point. Sisson gonna have to make a play for it. He'll win it. Stays upright as Hurst is on his tail. Shot on goal. That one blocked in front by Pellizzari. Hurst now behind the net for BC. Gonna try and waste some time here on this penalty kill, and a collision in front. Sisson doing everything he can to keep this puck in. It's gonna come back out to the near side, but not far enough, and a miscommunication there as Veneman turns the puck over and will allow BC to ice that and waste some clock. 1:20 left in this power play for Alberta. The puck left behind. Bullchild didn't know who was going for it, and Hartley now can tie this one up in the corner. That puck will squeak out, and pinching in on the right side is Pellizzari, and he's in there with Hartley trying to keep that puck down below the Alberta goal line.
How about the effort from Xander Hartley here on this PK? Wastes 25 seconds in the offensive zone and begins that breakout in the defensive zone with a nice block in the slot. That's all number 8 for Team British Columbia, Xander Hartley, as we pass the 40-second mark on this power play. What an effort from him, as they're 30 seconds away from their first kill, a little over halfway through this first period.
So nothing really to show on offense for Team Alberta on this man advantage, as they'll get one more rush with about 20 seconds left in the power play. On the far side, colliding with Hurst. And Alberta's going to get that one across the blue line, but not very far. And leaking in behind is Patrick Asink. Can he get through past Spong? He's held down. It's going to be delayed penalty call. He's still trying to get it a shot on just over top of the net. And trying to get off is Mitchell Garrett to get the extra attacker, but the puck's going to be touched up. And so right after killing a penalty, BC is going to go on their first power play, and it's all due to Patrick Asink, who had a chance through it on goal. Spong tried to take him out, and that's a clear penalty call. She's going to go off for 2 for holding.
Yeah, just a great job from Asink to keep his hands moving, keep himself moving forward to draw that penalty, as, like you said, Mackenzie Spong just can't keep up. And it's the arms work from Asink just to keep himself ahead of Mackenzie, as does a great job to draw that penalty and send BC to the power play.
So a strong defensive zone win by Kovacevic. Skiffington trying to bring it around the boards, but kept in here in the slot area. Trying to get a shot was Asink. He was the one who drew the penalty, and he's creating opportunities for BC on this power play. Trying to scoop it around the Michigan. Rebound just wide. What a play by Pellizzari, trying to roof that one up from behind the net. It's loose, but the whistle had gone. And a quick one. BC players not happy about that whistle. But how about that move to try and get it up and over the shoulder of Tyson Reifeld? It was Matteo Pellizzari. Let's take a look at that one, Christian. He picked it up just below the goal line, able to scoop it up on his stick and hit the side of the post.
It's a hell of an effort there. I mean, he just notices Tyson Reifeld is a little bit late to go from the right post over to the left, and notices the opportunity, lifts that up on his right hand, and like you said, right off that right iron. And Brandon Hurst follows up on the left side of that slot, and he comes a little short, but that's a fantastic effort there from 2 BC players as this power play continues scoreless thanks to the right iron.
Inches away from breaking the deadlock halfway through this first period. Still 1:20 left on the power play, but that's going to be sent all the way down and waste some of that clock. Garrett's going to play that one forward and allow LaBrosse to go and give chase. A race for it. Rose is going to beat out Asink. Got it tied up in the sled, so Asink will get the turnover, a shot on. Great save off the mask from Reifeld. That shot wide behind the net. And Rose will go after it. He's running to the boards by Hartley, who's trying to keep this power play alive. 40 seconds left in that penalty against Mackenzie Spong, as Alberta will finally clear and continue to waste down this power play. Miscommunication there. Bullchild's going to pick up that drop pass from Garrett, and a chance in front, straight on, and able to cover for a face-off. Mitchell Garrett makes another save in this first period. 20 seconds left in the penalty kill for Alberta, and they get a chance on goal with Bullchild in front.
Just a great start for both goaltenders here. Noah, Tyson Reitfeld and Mitchell Garrett have been up to the task to 3 high danger scoring chances apiece. Both teams have developed relatively dangerous opportunities, both coming on the power play and even strength, and they've been up to the task thus far, and both teams can be happy to say that this is a 0-0 game as we wind down to the last third here of the first period.
In after it, Alberta will now go back to even strength. That play behind the net's going to knock the goal off the pegs, so we'll get a whistle and a face-off. It's going to come to the left of Mitchell Garrett. So a 0-0 para-hockey game with 5 minutes left in this first. BC leading in the shot totals 5-4 so far in this first period. But still nothing to break the deadlock this far. Tops at the point, trying to get a shot up, blocked by his own player in front. That was Borowski. Now BC can break out. However, that chip down the ice didn't get past the red line, so it's going to be called an icing as Hillman sends that puck down, and really the best scoring chance comes from that man who we see right now, Matteo Pellizzari, with that Michigan opportunity, just finding the top corner of the iron behind Tyson Reitfeld.
Such a dangerous play, the Michigan. It's almost unstoppable in sledge hockey when a player makes a power move like that behind the net. The goaltender has nothing but a split second to get across, and the iron saves him there. But like you said, a fantastic play from Matteo Pellizzari, and an even better save from the right iron as this one stays even. But
that puck rung around the sideboards, and Team Alberta captain will start the breakout. Weaving past one defender. Can he get past two? He's going to be offside, as on the far side of the ice, it was Borowski who got a little too antsy and crossed the blue line before the puck. So an offside will pull that face-off just outside the BC zone.
Can't blame him, can you? You see a teammate like that, Micah Kovacevic, flying through the neutral zone, you're going to get a little bit antsy, want to break into that zone. And yeah, Austin Thorowski just a little bit ahead of himself there as Team Alberta was breaking in through the neutral zone with high speeds, and unfortunately that one goes for an offside. But lots of speed so far from Team Alberta through the neutral zone.
Puck off the sideboards. Bullchild will collect. And he's going to survey the defense and shovel it up to Nippert, who dumps that puck in. Alberta chasing in after it on the forecheck and able to break out as a sink. He's got a man in the middle. He finds him and knocked off the puck. There was Mapes. Another hit coming through, and Rivard will win that puck back for British Columbia. Get it deep into the Alberta zone. Now chasing in after it is Titmarsh. He'll lose out on that puck battle, and Jordan Bullchild will ring it around the near side. Stopped there at the point by Rivard. Cycling it back inside, looking in front. The slot sitting there was Hartley, but the pass just behind him. But a great effort defensively to keep that puck inside. A few jabs coming in from Bullchild. Shot right on. And some time for Reutveld. Will play it to Ma. And she'll begin the breakout. Kept inside the neutral zone by Titmarsh, and he'll hold it. Sitting on that Alberta blue line.
A couple of great pinches here from Team BC. Sorry to cut you off, Noah, but lots of time for Team Alberta in their own zone. Tyson Reutveld picks up that puck and dishes it to a defender as they got all the time in the world, and they make a couple of poor passes. It's Alana Ma who sends it cross ice and turns that one over, and the puck stays in Team Alberta's zone due to a lackadaisical breakout.
Kept in once again at the offensive blue line for BC, and a sink will dump it in. Rose gonna hold that puck in behind. 1:40 left in this first period, still scoreless here in game number 4 of the Friday. And the referee's gonna blow it dead. Lost sight of the puck. And like we said, number 4 on the day, number 10 for the round robin to continue this 2024 National Para Hockey Championships here in Port Colborne. We got 2 games slated after this one. New Brunswick will play Manitoba, who was a key matchup yesterday in that evening game where New Brunswick came out victorious 5-3. And Ontario will be the last one as they take on Alberta after the conclusion of this. Shot on and deflected off of his own player. It was Molnar in front who got a piece of it off the glove. It's going to be centered in front, but Sisson will be able to break out, but Spahn got it stuck in her sled.
Nice pass.
Great look, Kovacevic here on this near side. One-on-one with Garrett. Gets the shot, he scores! Roofing it over the shoulder of Garrett. And the Team Canada man, Kovacevic, gets Alberta on the board late in this first period. How about that, Christian?
How about that indeed? A fantastic play from Alana Ma in her own zone. She finds Micah Kovacevic breaking up the right side, and look at that top right short side shot from the captain. It doesn't get much better than that, as that's good enough for a Team Alberta lead 1-0 as we slowly approach the end of this first period. But what a play. We talked about Team Alberta's breakout. They had a hard time. They're struggling a little bit early to get that puck out of their zone. And Alana Ma tests me. She calls my bluff with a fantastic breakout pass, finding Micah Kovacevic, and it's 1-0 Alberta.
So perfect time to strike for Alberta as they take the lead late in this first period. But BC looking to get one more before the end. Still 30 seconds left in the frame. It's going to be kept in at the right side boards, and King a chance to clear, but she's stripped by Pellizzari. His shot high and wide, and a rolling puck's gonna just squeak out of the zone. Maybe one last rush for BC here. Here's Hurst. He's gonna fire that one in on goal, and a big rebound. Can Pellizzari get there? He can't. Good clear by Skiffington, and that will end the first period. As the goal late in that frame from Micah Kovacevic, who was a guy we were keening in on heading into this one, scores the goal to break the deadlock for Team Alberta as they look to get their first win of the game of the tournament, pardon me. And they lead 1-0 heading into the intermission. What were your thoughts on that first period so far, Christian? BC had some opportunities, but Alberta able to convert.
Like you said, it's the first goal of the tournament for Team Alberta, and They both had their fair share of chances, but both goaltenders had a fantastic period. You look at Tyson Reitfeld and Mitchell Garrett after the first 15 minutes, and you feel very optimistic for both of these teams that this is going to be the match where they come out. A fantastic play from Michael Kovacevic at the end. One final push for Team Alberta, and it's 1-0 as we head into the first intermission.
So 7-5 the shots in favor of BC. We'll head to the first intermission. Alberta leads British Columbia 1-0 here at the 2024 National Para Hockey Championships in game number 10.
I say the strength of the program is just its variety. Whether you're looking to go radio, television, or film, there's always something for everyone. And even inside those specific streams, there's anything you could possibly want. You could direct, you could do audio, you can tape cables down if that's what you like. There's always something for everyone.
This program not only prepared me with the vast skills of editing, television production, the foundations I really need, but I think it really provided me with a strong work ethic in order to complete programs, deadlines. With live television specifically is one of those things where, you don't have opportunities to take breaks. It's really that foundation to what the real world is like in the world of television.
The program does an amazing job of preparing us for real life. Hands-on cameras, hands-on like you're in a real radio station. Through 3 years, that's massive. And a lot of programs don't offer that, but the first day you're in NC, you're in the labs, you're on the radio, you're touching electronics, you're touching microphones, you're getting to know all the technology, and it's great. They really prepare you for that real life scenario, right? So as soon as you step out the door of NC, You can go work at a radio station, you can go work at a news station and know what to expect because you've been there before.
I love the facilities that we get to work in. I love that I get to, sit in this radio lab and look at these boards and be in the industry. Every day I come to school, I really feel immersed in my education.
I find the teachers here are very helpful. They do care about everything they do. They always try to push you in the right way to do better. And as long as you put some kind of effort into your work and show that you care, they will be behind you and support you to make sure you succeed.
I love my teachers. I think that they are the driving force of this program. I think they care about each student so much.
I think one of the big things that I take away from the college is really about the staff, the instructors, the professors that work here. They really care about the students and their success. And I think that really resonated for me when I was here and also when I left here, which is one of the reasons why I like to come back and kind of give back to the students that are here now.
We've had a ton of different opportunities and great opportunities. For example, Canada Games. I had an opportunity to do some play-by-play for that for baseball and volleyball. So that was a pretty cool opportunity for me. As well as doing the college sports games, I do a lot of play-by-play for that. Volleyball, basketball. So that's a really good opportunity. Some of the opportunities that I've got being part of the program.
The 1-1. And that ball's ripped into right center field. That'll get down, and that's going to get past the right fielder and roll all the way to the wall. Rounding third base is McDonald. He'll score. It's a double. And BC, just like that, is within one.
Force a turnover. Here's Stewart. Euro step to the basket. Reverse. Count it.
What a finish.
And the foul. Stewart, another turnover on Sheridan. Mitchell. Heat check. She got it. Oh my, Taryn Mitchell.
Good afternoon. We're here back inside the Valley Health and Wellness Center in Port Colborne as we continue heading into the second period. British Columbia down against Alberta. That late goal from Micah Kovacevic, but that one almost opened the scoring off the side of the iron. So close, inches away for Matteo Pellizzari. But a couple times, we talked about it in the intermission, Christian, is Kovacevic is finding his way through the zone, and this is what happened on the goal.
This is exactly what happened on the goal. It's a fantastic break through the neutral zone from Team Alberta. You saw it in both of those replays. They're finding a way to get across the center line very cleanly, and on the second opportunity, they find the back of the net, and it's been a great start for Team Alberta as we get ready for puck drop here in the second period. Team Alberta and Team BC. Let's do it.
So down at ice level, we'll get the clock set up for the puck drop for the second period. Pretty evenly matched shots, 7-5 in favor of British Columbia, but the scoreline in favor of Alberta so far in this game. Sisson entering the zone. He'll fire on goal and blocked in front by Hurst. A chase for it now. Ma's going to get back, but shadowed by Brandon Hurst, but Ma able to discredit that challenge from the BC defender. That puck's going to get rung around to the side, kept in by Griffin. Rose trying to take that puck out of the sled, and it'll squirt back for the BC defender, who will swing it up to the near side, looking for Pellizzari. Trying to make his way through into the Team Alberta zone. And Mapes is going to send it over in a big collision. Griffin coming in contact with Titmarsh on the other side, getting down for that save. A little unorthodox from Reitveld, but he got his glove down and made a good stop in front of the Alberta goal.
It was a nice play at the blue line there. Christian Titmarsh sends it over to Matteo Pellizzari on the far side wall, and that creates an opening for the Team Canada forward, who puts that one on net, and it's a great save from Tyson Reitveld.
Rose's shot blocked and will deflect out to the near side. Almost losing it that time was Matteo Pellizzari, but we'll get it out into the neutral zone, and Ma getting back on the back check. Will now dump it in for Alberta. Just staying on side. Kovacevic goes in after it. BC trying to break out of their zone. Some good forecheck pressure from Bullchild, but BC a great job. A clean breakout. That pass just skips past and will go for an icing.
It's like they watched the replay after the first period, saw those stretch passes working for Team Alberta as they try one here early in the second period, but that one's just a little bit out of reach of Patrick Asink, as that one would have sent him in all alone. But a fantastic opportunistic pass as the defender notices an open lane on the near side wall, and it'll come back down for an icing.
Bullchild wins that offensive zone faceoff. Spong a shot. Didn't have much on it, and a chance to send a sink the other way. But look at the speed from Bullchild, able to get back on the defensive end and steal that puck away. And Tops will bring it around the near side. Rivard will pick it up, able to dipsy-doodle through one.
Nice defensive play there.
Gets stopped up by Borowski, who turns it right back over. Asink chipping into the far side. Hurst with speed into the Alberta zone. He's knocked off the puck strongly by Tops. Bullchild able to come away with the puck behind his goal. And we'll get that puck through the neutral zone. Rivard's going to chase in after it. It's going to be an icing, as Veneman was hot on his tail trying to beat out the call. So 3 minutes in, a little bit back and forth, Christian. And now BC with an offensive zone faceoff after the icing.
Yeah, a little bit of a ping pong match here at the beginning of the second period. Both teams getting their sleds under them here in the first 3 minutes and really building off of what they showed for themselves in that first period as Team Alberta continues to go out in transition, and Team BC doing a little bit of a better job breaking across the blue line as both teams settle into this second period.
Won it back, but Alberta will come away with the puck with Veneman, able to bump off the check. Doesn't have a lot of help, and we'll try and fire that one in on goal, but Hartley gets a block on it. And just squeaking out on the blue line, Rose couldn't keep it in. He's knocked over, the puck will slip out to Bullchild. He spun around, Veneman coming in to help him out. Nice move to enter the zone. Trying to get past another, but Peggy Sink able to dispossess him. Bumped into the boards. Bullchild, Rivard with a nice defensive play and is going to clear that one down for what should be an icing.
And it will be.
So BC under pressure will relieve it by dumping that puck down, and will now have to deal with a defensive zone face-off to the right of Mitchell Garrett.
Like we talked about earlier, Noah, this is a big game for both of these teams as they've both failed to find a win here through the first 2 days of this tournament. And Team Alberta and Team British Columbia looking to get a win here, as that would really help their chance. Big shot from the point from Rose. That one's gloved down from Mitchell Garrett as he flashes the leather there.
Fired in high, and Garrett had to be set and ready for that one, but able to get the glove up and make a strong save. And will stop for a face-off just to the left of his goal. Trying to clear the zone. BC does just get it out, but it'll be sent right back in. And allow Alberta to forecheck here. Kovacevic in and after the puck. It's going to be kept in on the near side. Kovacevic able to get that loose puck. He's knocked off it. And Hurst with a chance now to clear the zone, but a great job to reach back. Sisson keeps it alive. Able to find Rose in the high slot, trying to get a shot. And it's blocked in front by BC and cleared away. Over to the near side. That puck bounces in front of Kovacevic. And Hurst able to get back up on his sled and send that puck in deep. Speed of Pellizzari able to win that puck battle. Tied up with Ma. Rose, as well as Hillman, trying to dig it out. Rose on the ground now. Finally poked out, and Nippert will send that one just outside the blue line, and some contact coming in, a little physical in this second period. 5 minutes gone as Kovacevic, he was onside, but ends up leaving that puck in the BC zone, and they'll get a chance to clear.
Well, we've seen that before, Noah. In the first period, Micah Kovacevic makes a huge move through the neutral zone, and one of his teammates gets a little bit too far ahead of him as his speed is blazing, and Alana Ma once again here falls victim of the same circumstance, as that was very clearly a developing opportunity, and Team Alberta just can't keep themselves on side.
Spiffington able to just loft that puck. Collected now by BC, and they'll start their breakout. Here's Hurst through the neutral zone, picking up speed by the Sailors logo, and offside as Pellizzari got the jump on the puck. So the faceoff will come just outside. 8:42 left in the second period. 1-0 still. The goal for Micah Kovacevic, the only thing dividing these two teams. Face-off won by BC. And they'll dump it in just to the side of Reitveld. And backfouring is Skippington. His clearance doesn't quite make it out of the zone. He's going to have to try again, and we'll get the help of Bullchild, who has some ice to travel into. Looking for a Venabin on the stretch pass. He can't corral it. Lazare, nice edge work to circle back and looking for some teammates in front, but King there shadowing him. He wins it right back. Here's Matteo Pellizzari, able to skip past 1, 2, getting across, and Mapes couldn't control it and get the shot off. So Tops will ring it around. It's going to be kept in on the far side boards. Just barely, King's going to get it out. Alberta trying to break the other way now. Here's Bullchild. Drops it off for Wiedemann. Has King in front. Can he find her? The shot. Rivard got across and got a block on it.
Great defensive play from Rivard. Notices the puck heading across.
Great chance here on the far side. Gonna leave it off for Pellizzari. The shot into the sled of the goaltender, Tyson Reitveld. And a chance squandered for BC. Another shot just wide. Rivard able to keep the zone. Still stuck under the sled of Sisson, and Veneman will set it up to Bullchild. He'll clear just past the blue line, so BC gonna have to reset.
Well, the ping pong match continues here. Noah, both teams finding themselves high danger scoring chances. Veneman with a nice pass across to Kovacevic, and that one blocked in front by Rivard, and then Alberta comes back the other way. Big shot and a save.
On goal, Kovacevic set aside by Garrett, and a turnover from BC. Another opportunity for Alberta. Sisson trying to get it across. Kovacevic was wide open, but just skips over his stick. So chances on either end, and a big open ice collision. Griffin running into Hartley. Kovacevic couldn't get that puck behind him. Nippert helps him out, will enter the zone, and a collision there with Rivard knocks him off the puck. Twisting and turning is Pellizzari, and the forecheck is going to force him to send that into the neutral zone, and Tops will get it for Alberta. Going to drop it off for Spong, and a turnover in a dangerous area. Trying to battle for it. Here's Hurst. One-on-one with the goalie. What a save. Just trickles wide of the goal. And Brandon Hurst, a perfect chance to get BC on the board.
Are you kidding me? How about that save from Tyson Reitveld? All alone with Brendan Hurst, and just has just enough to slide himself over, making that glove stop. And another one, big save there from Griffin in the neutral zone. Sorry, the slot, but a high danger chance there for Team BC, and Tyson Reitveld is up to the task.
Holding
keeping this one 1-0.
Between her sled is Darley, the local Welland native. Puck's going to be sent in behind Reitveld's goal line. Darley there to keep it in. She's checked by Griffin on the far side boards, and he'll find Kovacevic. He'll just dump that one in and get a change for Team Alberta. In on the forecheck is Nippert, and he's bumped into the boards by a sink. Rung around the far side, Sisson has created a lot of opportunities for Team Alberta in this first and second period. His shot goes just wide. And a sink gets thrown off the puck. A good forecheck from Alberta, skipped into the middle of the offensive zone, and it's going to skip just outside. So Team Alberta have to reset. Veneman trying to get that one in deep. A shallow dump in, and will be cleared to the neutral zone. They're going to call a hand pass as it came off the glove of Sisson. And well, we have a bit of a stoppage in play. We'll shout out one of our sponsors, The Port Colborne Lions Club, they're thrilled to support our local participants and guests in the 2024 National Para Hockey Championships, and they wish everyone the best competing in this tournament. And we have said it all weekend, we can't thank enough what these sponsors do with their volunteer time and the funding they give for the tournament. So important for something like this to run smoothly, and so far it's been a great weekend of para hockey, showing off these athletes, and just a great job to everyone involved in this weekend. Puck's gonna be thrown over to Sisson on the near side boards. He's able to flip that one into the neutral zone, and on defense was Titmarsh. Dumps that one in, and a huge collision just outside the blue line. Makes Rose lose a twig. Kept in on the hash by BC. It's going to be kept in once again as British Columbia trying to create some offense with 3 minutes left in the second frame. Sisson behind his own goal. Scrunched into the boards by Titmarsh, who tries to come away with it. Just going to squeak in front. Nobody there for British Columbia, and will allow Alberta to start their breakout. Boltroud's going to play that one off the sideboards, and back for it. Just below the dots is Pellizzari. Kept in by Wieneman. It'll squirt out for Tops with a chance to shoot. Right into the mitt of Mitchell Garrett. And it's been a goalie showdown so far. Only one goal coming in that first period from Micah Kovacevic. And taking a look at that replay, Christian, just a bit of a deflection gave Tops a chance to shoot.
Just kind of opened up the middle of the offensive zone there at the blue line, and Toms takes advantage, puts that one on net, and huge save from Mitchell Garrett, as he's been very strong thus far this afternoon, and so far throughout this tournament, he's played extremely well, keeping BC in two of their prior games. Unfortunately, they weren't able to come away with the victory, but in no short of successful goaltending from him.
Kovacevic gets that pass from Ma and will come in through the high slot. Gets the shot off just wide, looking for that top right corner once again where he scored in that first period. And just couldn't find the wickets of the net. Kovacevic trying to weave his way through in the high dots and digging it out. There is Hurst, and he'll fire that puck to the far side boards and force Tops to regroup. Kovacevic wires that one just wide of the goal. And in on the forecheck is Team Alberta. Here's Tops, able to avoid the hit. Kovacevic comes in to help out. A chance now to center, deflection in front of the rebound. Him can't get there. The second opportunity, Ma still there on it. Stuck in a bunch of sleds and will finally be cleared out of the zone. With a little over 40 seconds left in this second period, Alberta humming, looking for that second goal.
Yeah, just a really smart play from Micah Kovacevic. He shovels that one in front, and Alana Ma on her back shovels that one towards the net, and it's a great job from BC's defenders to block that one as we count down 25 seconds left on the clock here.
Pellizzari turns it over, gets it right back, and we'll look for a sink down the ice. It's going to roll just past the goal line for an icing with 14 ticks left on the clock. In a one-goal game, it's been super, super tight so far. However, Alberta with a bit of a push in these last 2 minutes of this second.
If you're BC here, this is a huge face-off. 14 seconds left on the clock. You gotta be careful here. Stay strong defensively. Don't let them go up 2-0 heading into that second intermission. They will win the draw.
So a strong win from Patrick Asink at the face-off dot. And BC's just going to hold it in the corner and run out this clock to end the second period. And just as we stood after one, it'll be 1-0 after two. A couple of chances both sides, but shut down by Mitchell Garrett. And on the other side, Tyson Reifeld with a couple of nice saves. And really, Alberta in that last 2 minutes looked like the better para hockey club. But Christian, what can BC do to maybe come back only down one, super close in this game?
They can continue to do what they've been doing in the latter half of that second period. They found some fantastic offensive zone time behind the net. They were doing a good job of winning those battles down low. And when they had opportunities in and around the slot, they had great awareness to get that puck on the net. It's about beating Tyson Reifeld, and can you do that in the third period? He's been fantastic, as we said, through the first two. So is Mitchell Garrett, and it's been the goaltenders thus far leaving their footprint all over this game, as this third period should be a doozy between these two clubs and really finding a way to limit Micah Kovacevic's space. As we've seen through the first two, he can fly, and when he gets that space, he is going to take advantage of it. So defensively, keep an eye on number 97, keep leaning on Mitchell Garrett, and find a way to beat Tyson Reifeld in this third period.
Well, still lots to play for as we head into the second intermission. Shots 10-9 in favor of BC, but they are still down 1-0 after that Kovacevic goal late in the first period. But for now, we'll send it to the second intermission. 2024 National Para Hockey Championships here at Port Colborne. 1-0. Alberta leads BC.
I say the strength of the program is just its variety. Whether you're looking to go radio, television, or film, there's always something for everyone. And even inside those specific streams, there's anything you could possibly want. You could direct, you could do audio, you can tape cables down if that's what you like. There's always something for everyone.
This program not only prepared me with the vast skills of editing, television production, the foundations I really need, but I think it really provided me with a strong work ethic in order to complete programs, deadlines. With live television specifically is one of those things where, you don't have opportunities to take breaks. It's really that foundation to what the real world is like in the world of television.
The program does an amazing job of preparing us for real life. Hands-on cameras, hands-on like you're in a real radio station. Through 3 years, that's massive. And a lot of programs don't offer that, but the first day you're in NC, you're in the labs, you're on the radio, you're touching electronics, you're touching microphones, you're getting to know all the technology, and it's great. They really prepare you for that real life scenario, right? So as soon as you step out the door of NC, you can go work at a radio station, you can go work at a news station and know what to expect because you've been there before.
I love the facilities that we get to work in. I love that I get to, sit in this radio lab and look at these boards and be in the industry. Every day I come to school, I really feel immersed in my education.
I find the teachers here are very helpful. They do care about everything they do. They always try to push you in the right way to do better. And as long as you put some kind of effort into your work and show that you care, they will be behind you and support you to make sure you succeed.
I love my teachers. I think that they are the driving force of this program. I think they care about each student so much.
I think one of the big things that I take away from the college is really about the staff, the instructors, the professors that work here. They really care about the students and their success, and I think that really resonated for me when I was here and also when I left here, which is one of the reasons why I like to come back and kind of give back to the students that are here now.
We've had a ton of different opportunities and great opportunities. For example, Canada Games. I had an opportunity to do some play-by-play for that for baseball and volleyball. So that was a pretty cool opportunity for me. As well as doing the college sports games, I do a lot of play-by-play for that. Volleyball, basketball. So that's a really good opportunity. Some of the opportunities that I've got being part of the program.
The 1-1. And that ball's ripped into right center field. That'll get down, and that's going to get past the right fielder and roll all the way to the wall. Rounding third base is McDonald. He'll score. It's a double. And BC, just like that, is within one.
Forced turnover. Here's Stewart. Euro step to the basket. Reverse. Count it.
What a finish.
And the foul. Stewart, another turnover on Sheridan. Mitchell. Heat check. She got it. Oh my, Taryn Mitchell!
So period number 3 set to get underway between British Columbia and Alberta in the 10th game of this 2024 National Para Hockey Championship round robin. So far, not many goals, only one separating the two teams. Micah Kovacevic with a goal for Alberta to hold the lead 1-0. I'm Noel Vogel. Christian Simmons has had to step aside for the rest of these Friday games. So it'll be a solo broadcast with myself, Noel Vogel, as we get underway here. BC taking control of the opening face-off. 15 minutes left for both teams to cement their name in this game and try and take their first win of the weekend. Bullchild scorching through the neutral zone. And he's going to be steered aside into the corner and will go in after it, able to keep possession and thrown out front, but well behind, who was Griffin, trying to attack the front of the crease. It'll be held out at the point. Some good puck movement early from Team Alberta. Jordan Bullchild gets a shot on, but blocked aside by Hurst in front of Garrett. And that puck able to squeak out. Wieneman will try and reset for Alberta. Entering the offensive zone, Bullchild chases in after it. He's up against Labros. Kovacevic in off the bench with speed, a chance to gain into the slot, and his pass just fanned on it a little bit, looking for Wieneman. Thrown in deep, and Kovacevic couldn't keep that puck in, and Kurt Rose on the near side will hold that puck up. Kovacevic picks it up now. Nippert couldn't quite catch up to it, and we'll have to leave it up. Sisson picks it up. He's stripped of the puck by Patrick Asink, trying to get it into the middle for Molnar, and hits the front of his sled, but gets into the offensive zone, and who's been a force all game, Xander Hartley in on the forecheck, trying to win it for British Columbia. He does, and well, a little bit wet behind the goal there, right in front of the Zamboni doors. It stops that puck from going anywhere. Again, Hartley forcing his way behind the goal line up against Rose. 2.5 minutes into this third period. Sisson will scoop himself around and try and break out for Alberta, and he's going to do it all by himself. We'll play that pass up to Kovacevic. It misfires, and icing waved off. Kovacevic beating out the puck to the end of the goal line. That one almost squeaking out in front, and Ma was in front of the net. Nippert trying to win that puck battle just behind the goal, and Hartley will clear it out from behind. Kovacevic in the high slot, trying to weave his way around. He's shadowed by Asink, but able to get around him and throw that puck in the near side corner. Ma, Kovacevic. These two already linking up for the only goal in this game and trying to do that once more. Nippert and Rivard, number 16's going in after that puck. It's going to be tied up between the two, and Hurst can't quite clear. Tops, his shot was going well wide, and it was deflected in front, stopped, and we're going to get a delayed penalty, and it's going to go against Nippert. And I believe they're going to call him on a holding penalty. So the 2-minute minor against Alberta is going to put British Columbia, who were down on their heels for the last couple minutes in their defensive zone, will now go on the power play. As you see coming across, Nippert just tying up Rivard, who you see on your screen now will hold down the blue line for BC on this #1 power play unit. It'll be Ben Mapes at the draw against Jordan Bullchild. Mapes will get kicked out of the draw, so Riley Molnar will come in to relieve his centerman. And it's going to be tied up there at the dot, and Alberta will take possession and ice that puck all the way down to start off this penalty kill. And one thing BC has struggled so far in this tournament with is gaining entry on their power play opportunities and just getting set up when on the player advantage. That pass too far ahead of Titmarsh on the near side, but BC will be able to get this puck in deep. Pellizzari in after it. Sisson beats him to the puck. He's rubbed into the boards. And the two going in after, trying to dig that puck out. It'll come loose, and Veneman now a chance to clear the zone. Bullchild had a chance to get free. Rivard keeps that puck in. A chance trying to twist around and getting a shot off, but straight into the sled of Veneman. Can't get that puck loose. It finally squirts out. And Rivard with a little bit of time at the point. He steps in, trying to find the back door to Pellizzari, and that pass was cut out by Sisson. Here comes Alberta on a short-handed opportunity. And a great back check to stop that rush was Pellizzari as he slows down Sisson. Regrouping with 15 seconds left in this power play is British Columbia. What a move by Pellizzari to get by Spong to enter the zone. One last rush on the player advantage. That one in on goal, rebound. And it was wide open for Harley in front of the net. However, Patrick Sink ended up knocking the goal off of the pegs, and it's going to blow that play dead. As we take a look at that replay, it was originally a great zone entry by Pellizzari and just inside the crease. As you can see here, that puck got past Reitfeld, and just completely knocking that net off was a Sink. So Reitfeld got a bit lucky on that one, and what could have tied this game up for British Columbia. Maybe some momentum building for the team in blue. That play is going to be called offside at the Alberta line. As a Sink was caught leaking into the zone. So face-off won by Team Alberta, and Kovacevic back on the ice. And he's trying to break in through, and I think Spong on the near side was a sled too far and is going to blow the play dead for an offside. It'll be Jordan Bullchild and his line mates of Sisson and Veneman on the far side to come out for Alberta. But the face-off won by BC. Veneman does a great job to challenge that puck and win it once more. And it's going to be dumped in, but not past the red line, so an icing against British Columbia. And we'll come back into BC territory just to the left of Mitchell Garrett. So King on the ice now. Sisson will drop back to defensive duties. Bullchild loses out to a sink. And trying to clear the zone, kept in by Rose. BC will exit with a sink who's able to get past Sisson, but his pass broken up by number 8. Here's Bullchild on the far side. Trying to stick handle maybe a little too much, lost the handle on it. Crashing into the end boards, trying to win that puck back. It'll float out to a sink. And he tries to flip it out, a weak clearance, and Sisson keeps it in at the blue line. Has options. Bullchild coming in from the point and knocked over by Hartley. And stripped away of the puck. And just lofting that one to the near side, lifting it up off the stick was a sink to finally clear the zone for BC. Couple changes now, and Matteo Pellizzari back on the ice. And that one's going to be offside, as it was Jake Hillman who was still left in the zone. So 7:26 left in this third period. Still a 1-0 lead from that first period goal from Micah Kovacevic. And both teams really in a rut right now. Haven't created a lot of grade A scoring chances. And if you're Alberta, you're okay with that, as they wouldn't mind holding on to this 1-0 lead. And looking forward, this will be the end of British Columbia's round robin play, their last game heading into tomorrow, as they currently sit 0-2, looking to change that 0 to a 1 here. Still lots to do, however, as they currently are down 1-0 in favor of that Kovacevic goal, who has it now, finding Griffin. Did it sneak under? I think Garrett has got it. But a close one, as Griffin had a lot of room to shoot. And off the pass of Kovacevic, who just laid it off. And Griffin trying to find it under the pad of Garrett, but can't do so. So we stay at a 1-goal game. Kovacevic against the sink at the face-off draw, and Alberta will gain possession. Ma trying to get a shot off. It was blocked by the stick of Pellizzari. Exiting the zone with speed. Here is Matteo Pellizzari. Kovacevic trying to knock him off, and save made, but almost veered right into the net off right field's pad. Centered back in front, and Griffin's going to take that one safely into the corner. BC able to win possession, however, but turn it right back to Griffin. Tops with some time through the neutral zone, looking for Ma. It's going to skip past Rivard, but back in the end is Pellizzari, who will start the breakout for BC. Ran into by Kovacevic. That puck will slip out, and here's a break for British Columbia. It's Patrick Asink, one-on-one with Reifeld, and will run right into the goal as Kovacevic got back. A great hustle play to come back and stop that chance for Patrick Asink. And everything in the net except for the puck, as Kovacevic comes across, and Reifeld was right there using his body to keep that one from crossing the goal line. As the net catching a couple of fish. And knocking the goal off the mound, so we will get a face-off just to the right of the Team Alberta netminder, Tyson Reifeld. Alberta just holding on to this 1-0 lead as it stands with a little under 6 minutes left in this contest. But here's a guy who can be a difference maker, trying to center that one across, looking for Hurst on the far side. And now a chance for a 2-on-1. Sisson against Rivard. Wiedemann coming to help out. Drop pass and glove save by Mitchell Garrett. Hurst, nice play to get it ahead to Pellizzari. He couldn't control it, and Boltchild back on defensive duties. Wiedemann couldn't hold that pass through the neutral zone. Rivard will go back for it. Hurst knocked over, able to keep possession under his sled. It'll be fired back behind the British Columbia goal. Kovacevic laying a hit on Rivard in the corner. In on the forecheck. It'll force that puck out to Toms, who keeps the zone. Rung around to the near side. Hurst is going to get there first. Rivard looking for that stretch pass, finding a sink, who had that chance just moments ago. One-on-one with Spong, gonna leave it over to Pellizzari. His shot just wide. Another grade A scoring chance for BC to tie this game up. That puck's gonna fly out for Pellizzari in the high slot, and he'll just miss the net right wide of the net. Kept in by Hurst. Cynic gonna have to turn around and find that puck, unable to get there before Tom's clearance. And will it have enough legs? Kovacevic is gonna beat out the icing. A great hustle play by the Team Alberta captain. Winning that puck, centering pass, and Garrett got a stick on it. Now here comes BC. Pellizzari's got a Cynic with him. Kovacevic back behind the blue line, and he's able to get a stick on it and stop the rush. Hurst now weaving his way through, has some bodies in front, and Spong got across to block that shot opportunity. Squeaking through, Pellizzari got the goal down, he scores! British Columbia was humming on offense. And finally, Matteo Pellizzari puts it away to tie this one up with 3:15 left in the third period. A bad giveaway, and that puck just squeaking through. Pellizzari brings it to the left side and roofs it over the top of Tyson Reitveld. And we got a tie para hockey game. And right after the goal, Team British Columbia is going to take a timeout. Now, a win for BC could do a lot for the standings in this tournament. A tie certainly would be as beneficial. And if you're Alberta, still another game to play against a very, very tough Ontario team later tonight at 7:30. We'll be there for the live coverage of that one, and all the people here behind the scenes broadcasting live. The Niagara College students who do such a great job to bring this content to everyone watching at home, and all the BC and Alberta natives. So a 1-1 game, 3:15 left in the third. And both teams are going to try and get that second here late. It'll be an exciting last few minutes of this contest as we get down to center ice for puck drop. It's going to be won by BC. Rivard to collect. Flip left in, a shallow dump into Sisson, and Hartley in there again, winning that puck battle. Pellizzari, the goal scorer, able to get his way through. Can he get the shot? If he does, he scores! 19 seconds after the tying goal, and Matteo Pellizzari gets his third of the tournament, his second of the game, and gives BC a 2-1 lead. As again, we talked about it, Xander Hartley able to win that puck battle, and the strength and skill of Pellizzari gets through and finds the back of the net past Reitveld. A huge goal for BC, and it's going to force a timeout out of Team Alberta. So a real difference maker in this game, number 22 on your screen, Matteo Pellizzari. 2 goals in under 20 seconds in this third period. And what looked like was gonna see this game maybe end 1-0 for Alberta has now completely flipped on its head. And BC now in the driver's seat. So out of the timeout, Bullchild, Kovacevic, and Wieneman will come out for Team Alberta, trying to now tie this game up after leading for over 40 minutes in this game. And they now sit 1 goal behind British Columbia. Turning in his own zone was Hurst. He lost out. Tops in the slot, fired and blocked in front. I think his own player got a piece of that on his sled. It was Kovacevic who wins that puck back. Trying to drop it. Pellizzari picking off that pass. Rivard can't clear. Tops is going to keep that puck in. And what an effort there, Sisson. Able to keep this offensive chance alive for BC. Part of Alberta, and it's going to be blown dead after the puck got lost in that battle on the near side boards. And the last 2 minutes here, 1:55 left on the clock, and running out of time here for Alberta. What really would be a heartbreaking loss after leading in this game for 42 minutes through 3 and a bit periods. Pardon me, 2 and a bit, just under 3 periods, and now they're down 1. That pass in front, Bullchild had a whack at it, another whack, and Garrett was there. Trying to get around the near side was Wieneman, but pops out for Rivard, who's going to try and clear, but kept in on the near side. Tops, a great job defensively. He'll lose it out, a wide open cage. And it's going to be an icing all the way down as we were in that zone on the face-off. It was Tyson Reitveld who went off for the extra attacker, so Alberta putting all their chips in the basket here with 1:23 remaining. So an important face-off here as Bullchild will go up against a sink. And Bullchild wins it for Team Alberta. Shot on, blocked well in front by Hurst. Puck sitting there, fighting for it is Bullchild. 4 BC players on top of that puck. Griffin digging it out. Still trying to get that one loose, and finally it's going to come to the near side. A sink is going to get that puck out. Alberta's going to have to reset. Hurst chasing Bullchild after that puck. Last chance here for the team in white. Trying to look far side, a collision in the middle between two BC players, and Kovacevic is just going to dump that one in. It'll give a chance now for BC to waste some clock here. 30 seconds remaining in this third period, 2-1. British Columbia leads. Tops will flip that one in. Kovacevic trying to get in after it. And Wiedemann can't hold the line. The BC bench rallying their team on here in this last 10 seconds. Bullchild's got to get a shot on net. He loses out. Griffin can't find the pass. Time winding down. Kovacevic will fire, and that will do it. The comeback complete. After leading for 42 minutes in this para-hockey game, Alberta falls short 2-1 to give British Columbia their first win of the tournament. And just a full team effort to turn this game around. And Matteo Pellizzari is going to be the hero in this game, scoring 2 in under 20 seconds to win this game. And also a big credit to Mitchell Garrett, who was very solid. A shutout in the second and third period for the BC goaltender. In Alberta, a heartbreaking loss in their second game as they scored early in this one and held on for so long, but couldn't in the end. So 3 goals in this game, 2 coming in the third period for British Columbia. We'll take a look at some highlights from that final frame. And it was just a bad giveaway by Thorowski, and it gave Pellizzari a chance to attack, and he got on the left side, beating Reitveld. And the second time, able to finish this game off, and it wasn't very long after that first goal. And that's gonna do it. So BC comes away with a big win. They'll get their first one of the tournament, and that's it for them for the round robin. We'll see how everything else goes. We got 2 more games slated. Alberta's going to play Ontario later tonight for that 7:30 evening game. But for now, we're going to step aside as we'll see a rematch of earlier this tournament. Yesterday, the big matchup game at the 7:30 evening game was New Brunswick versus Manitoba. They'll be playing next, and I will have that call for you here live in Port Colborne. But for now, we'll step aside. BC makes the comeback, winning 2-1 over Team Alberta. A huge win for them, and Team Alberta upsetting loss. We'll see them later tonight against Ontario. For now, we'll say goodbye.
Are you ready for this? Ready to take chances? Will you push and break your limits? Are you ready to be a legend? It's time to storm the fortress. It's time to fight on the battlefield. Are you made for greatness? Writing history? Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? To be a champion, ready to change the system. Can you start a revolution? This is your moment. Are you ready to fight? To build this? This is the battle for glory, not for greatness. Are you ready for this?